Alright guys, and we are back, with more Phoenix Wright Justice for All, the game, the hype game sweeping the nation, man. Y'all already know what time it is. And Acro seems to think that my theory is a very interesting theory, which most of my theories seem to be. But let's see what he means. Let's see if he's gonna counteract or counterattack, I should say. Well, how is he gonna counter this statement? So without further ado, let's get it. Let's go. um, that's it. Considering that what you proposed is impossible, yes, that's it. How is it impossible? Shout out to my boy Jay. Mr. Wright. Yeah, Your Honor. As the witness has stated, your assertion is definitely impossible. As he is in a wheelchair, there is no way he could go to the scene or be the killer. I guess you got a point there. Seems you've forgotten once again, Mr. Phoenix Wright. The defendant was clearly spotted at the scene of the crime. That's true. Mo said that he saw Max, didn't he? But Maya, it's still impossible for humans to fly. Do you mind if I ask a question there, Mr. Wright? What is it? I understand some of your logic. However, how do you think that I killed him? I can't leave my room. I obviously couldn't wear Max's costume. How did he do it? That's an exclusive action of this legal book. I'm sure the Acro killed him. He did it while he was in his room. No doubt about it. Like, wouldn't it? Like, it's funny, bro. Like, I swear to God, if it was like what I said, like something on his head, bro, like I said from the jump, bro, that'll be dumb. And it's crazy because I alluded it to Final Destination. That's the crazy thing. The time to enlighten us as to how Mr. Dingaling committed the crime, Mr. Wright. Bing, 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 bing. Hold on, what? What? A bronze statue taken from cafeteria before the crime. Before the crime. Now I'm mad because it doesn't say how big this thing is. But I wish y'all could see my face right now. We going for it. Fuck it. I'm going for that, bro. I'm going for that, bro. I'm going for it, bro. So what did he use, bro? What did he use, bro? Did I just pull a godlike move again, bro? taken from the goddamn cafeteria, bro. Fuck it.
Take that!
The music cut off. Y'all know what the fuck that mean? What's that? Life-sized. It's also very heavy. Heavy? Heavy enough to guarantee a certain death. Especially if it was dropped. Oh my motherfucking god. Dashboard. This is a blind playthrough. This is a blind playthrough. And I said that as soon as this nigga's body was discovered. Pow! Alright. That's crazy. And I said something about Final Destination because, you know, the main protagonist, Alex, you know, they didn't kill him in the story, but like in the like when you look at Final Destination 2, it had like special features talking about some he died because of a falling brick. That's what really made me think about that. Because of Final Destination, like one of my favorite series of all time. Figure that the fuck out. But I was like, on some Final Destination shit, like, come on, y'all. Come on, man. Roll the footage back, bro. I said that shit. Yeah, girl, I like it when you move it like that. Uh-oh, that nigga does not look happy. See, this is how Acro was able to kill the Ringmaster. The force of gravity and Maximilian Galactical's bust. Oh, he got it!
Order in the motherfucking court.
So you're saying the bust fell onto the Ringmaster? A rather simple crime if you ask me. Even if you were stuck in a wheelchair, it'd be easy to commit.
Objection!
Ooh. How could you possibly wheel a wheelchair with something so heavy? It's impossible.
Objection!
Well, Acro is an acrobat. He should have more than enough upper body strength to carry something like the bust. Mr. Dingling, how do you respond to these charges? Well, Acro's at a loss for words. He should be. He knows that I'm on to his bitch ass. Well, Acro. You can't run away from I'd watch what I say if I were you, Mr. Phoenix. What? Your Honor, the physical health of the witness is material to this case. I demand that we get a proper testimony from the witness himself. Testimony, you sir. Von Karma, you bitch. She's just using this testimony as a ruse to stall for time.
Objection!
Fuck that, you bitch! There's no need for this.
Objection!
Oh my god, I hate her. The defense has its version of the murder. The prosecution has the right to respond. Oh my god. Oh my god. The defense's objection is overruled. Why can't he see things my way once in a while? Mr. Dingling, I'm sorry, but we need you to testify about your physical condition. And if you have any doubts about your ability to testify, we can request expert testimony. The witness will have no problems. However, let's all be respectful towards him. Thank you. That woman will sink to any low to win a case. His physical state. I suppose I could have lifted something the size of that bust. I have a strong upper body from working as an acrobat, and only my legs were injured. However, lifting the bust and looking out of the window would have been impossible. This is where we press. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. That makes it impossible for me to have known the location of the ringmaster's head. Thus, it would be unrealistic for me to drop the bust on him, don't you think? I have no doubts in regards to the witness's testimony. It was impossible for him to lift the bust and stick himself far enough to look. Not to mention that he could not have known the location of the ringmaster's head. A single false step would have led to even more severe injury. That's what I was thinking as well. Well, what's your opinion on the matter, Mr. Wright? I still like to proceed with my cross-examination. He's simply stalling. Look at this bitch. Look at this bitch. He's simply stalling. Now, like, what the fuck you think you doing? I can't let her get to me. I gotta focus. Like, what the fuck you think you doing, bitch? You stalling too. Oh, bitch ass. Oh, the music. I suppose I could have lifted something the size of that bus. I have a strong upper body from working as an acrobat. Not like my legs were injured. However, lifting the bus and looking out the window would have been impossible. And why is that? Because if I were to do that, I end up falling out of the window myself. I still haven't gotten much feeling back in my legs yet. So you couldn't have thrown the bus out of the window? There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my body, my lower body. How long do you think your recovery will take? You have to remember that my nerves were severely damaged. Currently undergoing some extremely intensive rehabilitation, but it's still going to take a while before I'm back to 100%. Let me remind you of another very important point. If the witness was carrying the bus, he would not be able to see out below the window. That makes it impossible for me to have known the location of the ringmaster's head. Like maybe he knew something? What? You see it would be impossible? Allow me to explain. You accept that it was if I was carrying the bus, I couldn't see out below the window. Thus, there's no way that I would know the location of his head. Well, I suppose you've got a point. Hey, Nick. What if you turn things around? Maybe if you thought about it like this. This is why I was looking at that statement. Oh. If he knew the location of it. Wow. Ain't no way she pulled a Mia. If he knew the location of the ringmaster's head, then he could drop the bust. And that does make sense. If only I could prove somehow. The acro knew the location of the ringmaster's head without looking down. I think you've already explained things sufficiently. So we know exactly what we need to hit, but how will we... This is what I'm thinking is. The victim was hunched over his 20-pound box. It boasts a small but strong body. I don't know. It's funny because it seemed like I could use this or that other one. I'm not sure. I'm gonna use this. You motherfucking right. Acro, you didn't really need to lean out the window, did you? What? Wait, what are you saying, Mr. Wright? You already knew ahead of time where the ringmaster was going to. You heard me say it, bro. And it's crazy because I had looked at this right here, but that I don't think that correlates with that. But you heard me say he knew something. Like I was just trying to think at the last minute, but apparently, look at this. You knew ahead of time where the ringmaster's head was gonna be. Quite precisely, might add.
Objection!
Merely hinting at things is pointless, Mr. Wright. Enough stalling. How about you show us some evidence? Ah, shit. But I did such a good job hinting. Yes. Hurry up and explain things, Mr. Wright. Maybe you should take a look at this. Now, if that's the crime scene, you see, look, that's crazy. I feel like if you would've, the key point here is the wooden box. I feel like, I don't know why I feel like you could have presented both of those. That's crazy. I don't know if anybody knows if that's true or not. If you have this game, somebody in the comments let me know if that's true or not. I don't know. I probably might test it out myself, to be honest. But that's crazy. It looked like I could have said one of the two. The key point here is the wooden box. That same wooden box that the victim was found hunched over. And you heard me say it. You heard me say it, y'all. I said the shit hit him and it fell on in front of him, which is why he fell on top of it. You can't make this shit up, bro. You cannot make this shit up, bro. Alright, bro, I'm done. That's all I'm saying, bro. I said that shit too. The question is, who placed the wooden box here? Who? When Ben and company saw the ringmaster, they didn't see him holding the box. Which means that this wooden box was already placed at the scene of the crime. I have to admit that your theory makes a lot of sense. So he used it like, and I hate to hark back to Danganronpa, but goddamn, he used it as a fuck. What's the word I want to use? I mean, he pretty much used it as like a distraction or a symbol. Like if he would know that that's what he's looking at, he knows exactly what to do. The moment that the bus came falling down was exactly the same moment that the ringmaster lifted up this wooden box. And you're telling me that it just happened to go right in the box like magic. Which means that the answer to all these questions is now crystal clear. You mean? If the bus were to fall upon the point marked out by the wooden box, there would be no way that it could miss the head of the victim. No! Yeah, buddy!
Order in the motherfucking court.
Oh my goodness, this is unbelievable. Finally, some of these loose ends are starting to tie themselves up. Now I just gotta keep going. There's only one way to go from here. And that's forward. So the next question I have is, who placed that wooden box at the scene? Oh, it was definitely Acro, of course. He connected it to it. Oh my god! Oh no! I brought up the fourth case indirectly, but now look what the fuck he talking about. He connected it to a rope, and then all he had to do was lower it down. I'm thinking about the fourth case. Ow! Allow me to whip some sense into you. Mr. Phoenix Wright! Ow! 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 The ringmaster's head could have been anywhere when he lifted the box. And that's where the box was specially made. Specially made? Indeed. It had the most peculiar feature. Look, it boasts a small but strong lock, and it's specifying the weight. But it doesn't say anything about the lock in here, so it's gotta be the box. The box is a remarkable weight. Weight? According to the court record, it weighs 20 pounds. Just to lift up this wooden box would have required. Oh, I see. One would have to squat down, then lift up with their body, wouldn't you say? That's exactly what I was trying to point out. This box is also very large. The box also has carrying handles on either side, doesn't it? That's also correct. Now, to lift up this box, you'd have to squat down. Which means that no matter who you are, your head would be in approximately the same place. Fool! Yes, sir! This motherfucker. Does he even bother to listen to me anymore? Oh, I've heard what you had to say. I must admit, I'm kind of shocked at your imaginative skills. Did you do it? Did you place this wooden box in the plaza? Mr. Wright may have a vivid imagination, but I could never have done what he's proposing. If that's the case, then why the fuck did they let me pick at you, motherfucker? What? Mr. Wright, do you recall the original location of Max's bust? I remember. It was in a cafeteria. Yeah. Then what happened to it? I'd like you to remember one important fact, Mr. Wright. I cannot possibly leave the lodging house by myself. That means you understand what I mean, don't you? I may very well have been able to drop the bus from my room. However, how would I have gotten the bus from the cafeteria to my room? They said it was stolen. I don't know how the fuck he got it, but you know it said it was stolen. Oh shit, how'd he get it? You see, Mr. Phoenix Wright, explain that. Don't forget, you said there was a compass. Tell us exactly how the witness would have carried the bust from the cafeteria. Yep, we definitely got a problem here. This is no place to get perplexed. I gotta get my wits about me and prove how things happen once and for all. Alright, Mr. Wright, let's hear your explanation. How did the witness get the bus from the cafeteria back to his room? Would the monkey be strong enough to get that bitch? Would the monkey be strong enough to get that bitch? Nah, I ain't a motherfucker. I mean, it's got the little shiny plate, but... I don't think that's shiny enough for the monkey, right? I mean, at least I wouldn't think so. Would the monkey do it? I mean, I feel like we gotta go with our gut, cause like I said though, true enough. Hey, you know what? I don't know. Like, the little cards look shiny too. Monkey's strong, bro. Fuck it. We going for that, bro. Dead ass.
Take that!
Stop the music. Bro. A monkey. Everyone knows money. He loves shiny objects of any size. Oh, like when he stole that ring. So, are you saying the witness had a monkey? Of course he didn't order the monkey to steal it. The monkey stole it on his own and then brought it back home. He ain't like that. Oh. Money lives in Acro's room. Acro's room?
Objection!
But the bust was bronze, wasn't it? Bronze isn't all that shiny, which you heard me say.
Objection!
Maybe you should put the whip down sometimes and read the court record. Blame her ass! Those are some very nice cards he's holding. I just said something about those. Yes, and they're made of platinum. Ugh, which is very shiny. Yeah, he busting us in the courtroom, huh? So aggro. Money's a very strong monkey, isn't he? It'd be easy for him to bring the bust back to your room. This nigga is unfazed. This nigga has poker face 99, bro. If he wasn't able to handle that himself, I'd be on the market for a new roommate. Alright?
Order in the motherfucking court.
Miss Von Carmen, where is this bust in question at this moment? I don't know. We're searching for it as we speak. This is a rather strange turn of events. But let's say that the monkey had not stolen the bust. What would have happened then? Well, that event, something else would have been used as a murder. Wait. Then you mean this murder weapon? Purely by accident? Oh, it's possible. Maybe Acro saw Money's mountain of stolen goods and thought to use one. Anyway, I think we've more than proven one critical fact here. Namely, that it was entirely possible that Acro was the murderer. Moron! Oh my god. Mr. Wright's argument was so circular, I'm still a bit dizzy. However, his argument does hold water. There's no denying that. Ow! Don't seem so bamboozled, especially by this fraud of an attorney. Fraud? If anybody's a fraud, it's motherfucking you. You've forgotten the absolute most important thing, Mr. Phoenix Wright. And what is that? You should know. You forgot that your fraud of a magical client was spotted at the scene of the crime. Ah! There's no reason to doubt the clown's testimony. That's true. How do you respond to that, Mr. Wright? Hey, don't let her beat you now. I won't. This is my chance. My chance to turn his trial around. When the murder occurred, there were two people at the scene of the crime. One was the victim, Russell Berry, and the other was the murderer himself. Answer me this, and only this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Who was the murderer the clown saw? He saw Max's. Ow! I asked who was the other person most saw on the scene. That evidence has nothing to do with the question. Oh shit. Oh my god, this man is speaking French on her bitch ass. Au contraire, mon frère. It does indeed have something to do with the question. Oh, and your goddamn witness seems to agree. Bro said that he saw Max's silhouette. He didn't see him. But he didn't actually see the man himself. It wasn't a human being he saw. Y'all hear that music? Oh shit, how is that possible? Oh, it's what Mo actually saw that night was Max's bust. What are you talking about? Have you tried using your brain at all in this case? The silhouette he saw was wearing a cloak. There's no reason why you couldn't attach a cloak to the bust. It would be easy to hang one off of one of the. It would Doesn't matter who put it on the bust. Wait a minute. Whoa, good buddy. Who put the cloak on the bust? That question is of the utmost importance to this case, don't you agree? Ah, fuck, he caught me. So let's have it, Mr. Wright. Who put the cloak on the bust? This one I'm not sure about. I'm not sure about at all. Who put the cloak on the bus? I'm not sure about this one. I'm about to say the stupidest answer of all time. Let's do it.
Take that!
Fool him? Yeah, I deserve it. I think I'm wrong too. You're saying it was the victim himself? Okay, they provided too much dialogue. Is this right or wrong? The victim himself placed the cloak on the bust? Placed the cloak isn't really the right way of putting it. Then what would be the right way of putting it, Mr. Wright? Explain yourself. Oh my god, that must have been right. Ain't no motherfucking way. Nick, do you really have a handle on all this? I'm fine, Maya. Finally starting to see it. There's really only one picture I can paint anyway. Alright. You want to know what really happened that night? Let's step back in time. He's doing a motherfucking closing argument like Doc and Roper. Let's do it. Here we go. Acro used a rope to lower the wooden box onto the scene. Then he attached that rope to the bust. He dangled the bust out of his bedroom window, directly above the wooden box. At the same time, the ringmaster told Max to wait in his room and went to the scene, of course. At the time, the ringmaster was wearing Max's costume. Perhaps he didn't want anyone to recognize him that night. What the fuck? But just as he feared, he was spotted at the entrance of the lodging house by none other than a ventriloquist and his puppet, Van and Trillo. When the ringmaster arrived at the scene, he bent over to lift the wooden box. That's when Acro took his chance and released the book. Now this is where the magic happens. Back. A little too early to be getting upset, don't you think? This circus isn't over yet. What? Look at this. They fell on one of the cars, bruh. The impact of the bust on the victim threw the cloak up, which snagged onto the bust. That impact also caused the sound a certain witness heard, prompting him to take a look. And that witness, of course, was Mo. He just saw the shit going up. And when Mo looked outside his window, the cloak had already snagged onto the bust and he just saw it going up. Because he was basically retrieving it. Now, having completed the crime, Acro naturally went about pulling up the murder weapon, which is what I said. Of course, he had no idea that Mo saw the bus being raised with the cloak dangling on it. Primarily because in his wheelchair, he couldn't see outside of his window. So he just kept pulling the bus up. He didn't know that the cloak got attached. Yup. And like I said it was going towards Mo room, bro. I mean, not Mo room. I said it was going towards Acro's room, bro. Bro, never doubt yourself, bro. Never doubt yourself, bro. If y'all take anything away from me, bro, never doubt yourself, bro. And that is how the magical murder disappearing into the sky came to be. Bro. So you see, the only person who could have pulled this off is the one person who was able to drop the murder weapon from above the crime scene. Acro, you're the only one! Acro's been playing mind games with all of us. He sure has. But he has come to the end of his rope now. So, what now? You've graced us with a rather long-winded tale. But do you have any evidence to prove that your fairy tale is true? Evidence? In this court, only two things matter. The power of evidence and the power of my wow. This bitch needs to be locked up for assault. She really does. Like, how is this legal? Look, he said don't forget the power of my gavel as well. Mr. Wright, the prosecution brings up a good point. Can we see some evidence? They say they want evidence. Look, I just explained how there can only be one possible murder method. But they still want something but there's still something unusual about Mo's eyewitness account. Usual? A contradiction, actually. Okay then, use that and get out of this jail. That's enough talking amongst yourself. Proceed, Mr. Wright. Present some evidence to the court that backs your claims. I want hard proof that you have unraveled the trick to this magic case. Yeah, remember somebody said they saw the symbols, but Mo didn't see it, right?
Take that!
No. The problem is Max's three symbols exactly. You know, the silk hat, the cloak, and the white roses? Remember Ben and the puppet saw it, but Mo didn't see it. Those symbols were a problem numerous times during yesterday's proceedings. Yesterday, there were two contradictions in Mo's testimony. Silk hat was one, the white roses were the other. But the theory I just presented explains all of these contradictions. You fool, do you ever shut up? Max's silk hat was found at the scene of the crime. However, remember what Mo said yesterday. The dead criminal he saw fleeing the scene was wearing a silk hat. There's only one explanation for that. The silk hat that Mo saw was actually the Butts hat. It wasn't the silk hat that was left at the crime. You know, that makes sense. If you look at it that way, then he did see the silk hat. Well, sort of.
Objection!
Fine, you got one, but what about the other contradiction? The other contradiction. Remember what that ventriloquist said in court? He said that he witnessed white roses on Max's chest that night. But the clown's testimony doesn't match. The clown said that there were no white roses. I'd like to see you try and explain that one away. Can you do it, Nick? Oh, sure. Of course, I can explain all of it. What was that? Please recall the instant where the cloak snagged onto the bus. He's about to say like they took the roses off. If the cloak snagged onto the bus, what happened to the roses? It snagged them off. Do you get it yet? The cloak got snagged onto the front of the bust. It means that the white roses would end up on the... Oh! It would end up on the back. So they wouldn't be seen. Which explains why Mo couldn't see him. The white roses were not visible because they were on the back side of the bust. Oh, he got her bitch ass. Oh my god, this is quite the shocking state of affairs. Mr. Wright's theory still sounds absurd to me. However, let's just keep going down this road for a while and see where it leads. Let's do this, Nick. Then maybe Von Karma will finally throw in the towel. Ah, fuck. You shouldn't have said that. Ah, fuck. Look at these niggas. So much for that theory. Mr. Wright, do you mind? What's up? Took the time to research our circus, didn't you? Well, yeah, I did. Is there something making you think I didn't? If you did, then maybe you'll understand why I think you're off track. And what is that? Motive. This witness feels an incredible debt of gratitude, which I said completely. Anyone with any relation to the circus is well aware of this. I said this. Thus, there's absolutely no way someone like this would kill the ringmaster. Ah, shit. Damn, everybody's on the line. Shout out to Tish. Your Honor, I'd like you to hear Akro's story. Learn about his relationship and his life up until now. What do we do? There's no doubting that Akro deeply respected him. Akro's motive. Seems that this case isn't over yet. Very well, however, I feel this is a good... Oh my god, I couldn't have said it better myself. We're on the same page. However, I feel this is a good place to take a break, and I agree with you, Your Honor. So we're going to go ahead and do exactly that. We're going to go ahead and take a short break, and when we come back, we will be back with more Phoenix Wright Justice for All. Catch you guys later.